everybody. Welcome back to today's podcast. We're on episode 6 with a product focus on the GSatSolar. As always, you're here with Jeffrey Palmer and myself, Rene Winter. And today we're here to talk about probably our flagship product and maybe the product that we're one of the best known for. So Jeffrey, please tell us about our GSatSolar series and why we developed it. Why did we invent this product and what's it all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So GSatSolar is a really unique product for the satellite space, right? Never has there been a smaller, lighter weight, more capable device. And it's really just the ongoing evolution of pushing satellite hardware to be smaller, lower cost, more effective across a broader scope of industries. So, a number of the ongoing technologies and other really high volume markets like the cellular space pushing antenna innovation and integrated antenna structures allow, for example, the satellite antenna to be built into a smaller, more capable form factor. Some of those underlying material changes for the PCB come into play. Right, and these are just things that ongoing evolution of both PCB design, streamlined manufacturing, and the push for smaller, more powerful chips continue to evolve. So in 10, 15 years ago, GPS chipsets were 4 times the size. MCUs didn't have Bluetooth integrated. So I've taken all of those technologies, an accelerometer, Bluetooth, GPS, satellite transmitter, antenna switching, battery charging, fuel gauging, all of that, and built it into this very lightweight, compact model that can be used for both animal applications on the ear, on a collar, on a variety of conservation animals, all the way to oil, gas, towables, unpowered assets, and vibration monitoring, and these sorts of applications. So tell us a little bit about why you use it.
Oh, I was actually just going to say it's one of my favorite features was the accelerometer information and the data that we can get out of that. So we deployed I think the largest satellite tagging of African buffalo in the Kruger National Park in South Africa, and that was over 450 devices and growing. And that was a really fun project for me. So conservation close to my heart. But the PhD student that was carrying out the study was able to use the accelerometer data in the unit, tagged the African buffalo, and then populated it back on the chart. So the data was pushed to GSat track, and they managed to follow the migration paths of the African buffalo where it went. They managed to geofence areas where there's informal settlements, and they could avoid human-animal conflict so that animals didn't go into certain areas that they were meant to. And they actually got to understand how this buffalo went down when it drank water, how long it stayed down for. It used the XYZ axis, of the device to understand its direction and where it was going and what it was doing when it was there. So for me, that is personally one of my favorite features and a very powerful one of the device. And that's just one example of where we have used it in Africa. I mean, I know that those attributes are very helpful as well in, logistics and for multiple different verticals that the product's suitable for. So yeah, that is a great feature and probably my personal favorite. What is also a personal favorite is this great little bracket that you've designed and developed. I think this is just out. This is our newest 2-pin ear tag. So staying with conservation and animals. Jeff, maybe tell us a little bit about this. It's got these very nice sliding insert, which will reset plate that allows the ear tag or the ear pins to be able to move. So this is a great little accessory. We all know the device, and it sits in here so nicely and so snugly. The material that this is made of is great. It's flexible, but it still withstands UV. And yeah, please tell us a little bit about this nice bracket and how you came up with this after developing the product.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first and foremost, I would like to take credit for designing such creative solutions, but it's not really me. It's the GSE team, right? So, credits are really due to uh, you understanding the market, our industrial design team, our plastics and chemical engineering team to come up with these capabilities and solutions. But first, it starts off with just a challenging market in how to mount that device and understanding what you're asking for and how to deliver a a a mounting mechanism that solves that complex situation of you want it mounted on an ear more snugly than a hanging tag, but there's a number of modifications to take into account, like uh, how easy is it to mount? Do you have tools in the field, or does it require a custom tool to mount a two-pin application versus a one-pin application? And how expensive are those tools? Are they available in rural areas? So all of these factors, and of course, in this case, because it's going on animals, it's very important to have veterinary input, tag testing, pull strength, longevity in the ultraviolet environments. There's a lot of mechanical design decisions that go into that, and then ultimately coming up with something that's not too heavy, right? It needs to be a strong material that's lightweight, that's designed well, that's easily manufacturable for these applications. So that's a great example of a unique solution for what our design team came up with for this application. And there's many more to come. The big thing here is that bring us your challenges. Tell us about your application, what you need to achieve, and we can help you bring that product or your vision to life with technology like this.
Absolutely, Jeff, and I think I've seen that firsthand as well. You know, we've done a lot of anti-poaching efforts here, and we've tagged a lot of rhino with this product as well. And one of the most appealing factors is that this only weighs 22 grams. So there is a lot of ethics around, the veterinary input of how heavy is something that you can attach as a piece of technology to an animal to track it, and likewise in the accessories. So something like this has to be extremely lightweight. It has to be ethical to the animal, and this allows for that. So the fact that these can actually move and you can miss crucial veins and arteries that are in an animal's ear and position it correctly and optimally, so while being as ethical to the animal while still maintaining the functionality of the device, it's really important. So, yeah, great accessory and a great use case of a very lightweight solar paneled satellite tracking unit. So, thanks for bringing both of these to market. It's great to see them, and we look forward to hearing from people how they're using them. We've got lots of customers that we're going to be talking to over the coming series, and some of them are going to be sharing their case studies with us and what they've been using them for. So make sure to tune in next week. We're going to talk about another product, and you're going to hear about some case studies from customers and how they've been using these products as well. So thanks for joining us for today and for hearing about our GSatSolar. And Jeff, as always, thanks for giving us the rundown and the technical insights on the product and while we've created
Absolutely.
a great piece of gear. So
Chat
thank you.
soon.
Good, Jeff.
Bye. Bye, everyone.